Hey, my name's Micheal Griswold, and if you're going through a breakup right now, you know firsthand how gut-wrenching it can be. I went through a devastating breakup myself a few years ago, and after that, I have spent a great deal of my time helping people to recreate the relationships that they want. Now, one of the popular notions, one of the questions that I keep getting asked is everybody knows that after a breakup, you should go some period of time of no contact. But there's a lot of confusion about this because people think, well, how are they supposed to see me being more attractive if I don't contact them? In this video, I'm going to explain that to you, and you're going to understand why it's so powerful, and then you're going to know why it works. Here's the thing. After a breakup, most people do this. They panic. They feel this overwhelming sense of fear and dread, and because that's an uncomfortable emotion, they do anything that they can. So, like you, after I got broken up with, I called 100 times, I texted, I showed up, I begged, I cried, I did everything that I could in reaction to how I felt. Now, if you have acted like that, and then you stop contacting them, then though they don't see you acting differently, they really do, because your silence is different than your reactionary calls, texts, and basically panic-stricken actions. By having no contact, two things happen. One, you give yourself the opportunity to get yourself together, to get your emotions under control. Until you do that, you've got no chance, because no one wants to be with someone who's an emotional wreck, and you know that's true. So you've got to be kind to yourself and give yourself the opportunity to put yourself back together. The second thing that it does is it gives your ex the opportunity to stop being pissed at you. Every call, every text, every begging, every attempt that you make to get back with them when they're angry at you just reinforces their decision that they should have broken up with you. By implementing no contact, you arouse their curiosity, because they used to get texts and calls and all of these things from you, and now there's silence. And it's a natural human emotion to wonder what's going on. And when that happens, when that seed of curiosity is planted, then you get momentum. Because then they say, has he moved on? Has she moved on? Is he dating someone else? Is she dating someone else? And then they begin to remember all of the good things. We typically remember all the good parts of relationships when we have the space to do it. Now that you know, does that make sense, by the way? Of course it does. By implementing no contact, you accomplish all of those things. Now, of course it is difficult. You want to talk to them. But you have to recognize that if you do, you're really digging yourself a deeper grave. And then during the no contact period is the time when you really get to do the work to recreate the relationship that you want. You see, just sending a text or just having a letter or having the right things to say is never going to reclaim your relationship. It's never going to make things work. You might get together for a weekend, you might hook up, but it's never going to put you back in control. That's why I created the M3 system. It's to give you absolute control of your love life again. To take you from where you are now, which is heartbroken, hurt, rejected, depressed, and make you feel powerful. So that when you interact with your ex or anyone else, instead of seeing someone who's needy or desperate, they see someone who's courageous and attractive. That is my promise to you in the M3 system. So if you're in this situation, there's a link below this video that you can click on to find out more about the M3 system and be able to access it immediately. When you do, you'll not only know why no contact works, you'll know what to do while you're not contacting them and how to position yourself so that you become attractive again and you become the person that your ex cannot be without. You give them what they ultimately want when you download the M3 system, because you understand relationship psychology. My name is Micheal Griswold, and whatever situation you're in, I know that relationships are very important to you. you owe it to yourself, don't you, to learn how to make them work to your advantage so you don't have to go through this again. Click on the link below so that you can do that, so that you can look back on now as being the time that everything changed for you.